Good morning and welcome to my video series on how to use HOT2000 version 11 build 86 or 11.2 build 86. I'll be doing these series of videos on how to use HOT2000 build 86, how they differ from 1051. I'm not going to be teaching you how to model a house. I may be doing that in some sort of other videos, haven't decided yet, but I really wanted to talk to you about the differences between 11.2 and 1051. I'll be talking about some of the requirements of the new Energy Advisor requirements for, I guess it's version 15, but essentially just the HOT2000. This video, I'll be covering file preferences, I'll be covering the wizard, and I'll also be covering the help menu. So here we go, build 86, okay. First thing is preferences, file preferences. The screen is essentially the same as it was in 1051. The main difference is we've got this button now. It says check for updates. What that does is when you turn on the software, if you don't have the most recent version, it'll check with Enercan to make sure you have the most recent version. If you don't have it, it'll give you a warning saying this is not the most recent version. That's if there's a patch out or, I don't know, an update or something. It'll make sure that you have the proper version. I suggest that you make the check. On this one, I also check off new house button, uses wizard. I use the wizard a lot, so I want that checked as well. Libraries, exactly the same as it was in 1051. What I would suggest, though, I've noticed that if you use your own fuel cost or if you use your own code library, I suggest putting your code library into this default directory. I've just noticed that there's been some issues. I don't know if this is the issue, but anyways, I strongly suggest you put it in those default directories, so that you don't have any problems. Units, exactly the same as 1051. This is where you want to save your files. I've just got it in the general one. And user information. This one, you can put your name in here, service organization, whatever. It actually has no effect in HOT2000, so it's just a waste of your time. But if you want to do it for your own information, so be it. But it has no difference it makes no difference in HOT2000. So I'm going to apply because I had that new house button, and okay. So wizard, now I can click on the button new house and I get the wizard. So this screen, exactly the same as it was in 1051. The difference is here, this is the address and stuff like that. I've just got some default stuff put in here. The difference on this one is info screen. In 1051, we had 10 info fields. They were scattered sort of across the screen. This one has an unlimited number of info fields. So the way to add them, actually, I've got some in here. I'm going to delete this one first. I don't want this one. Delete. Highlight the one. Delete. Okay. Now, starting from scratch, I add one. It says info field 1. I can put a value in 1. I can do add, and it creates another one. I don't have to put anything in there, so I do add again. Info field 3, I want to leave it off. For most of you submitting files right now, you'll be requiring a PF under info field 10. So instead of going add, you can actually go in here and change the 6 to a 10 and write in your PF. There, it's in. You add, it continues on as if this was a number 6. But when you get to 10, it says 10's already been used, it must be unique, so it jumps to 11. So it understands that you've already written 10 in further up the list, and so it doesn't duplicate them. You can also change these numbers to something else, like you could put in email address. When you do that, it'll save, instead of being called an info field, in the TSV section, it will be called email address. If you have a requirement like PF, or that used to be OME or OTC, don't change these numbers. And I actually don't recommend changing these info field numbers anyways, but the option is there if you need to. So I'm actually just going to delete this one. If you use the wizard a lot, you'll know that if you enter this in once, press OK, go all the way to the end and save it, they'll always be there. So you don't have to redo them the second time. It's just a one-time kind of deal. So, okay. Now we're back to this screen. Again, no changes. Geometry, no changes except for one. this, what we have, is actually kind of sweet. I personally like to use, I don't like, this is the mouse. I hate the mouse, especially if this is a laptop. For some reason, I get it jumping all over the place. I'm not great with a laptop. So I do most of my work by tabs. So one thing that Ken has done is they've corrected the tab order. So I'm tabbing through these fields and it works. Whereas before, it used to jump up here in the volume. And it used to drive me insane because I was always trying to get to the next button and it would never go there. It would always go into volume and everywhere else. It just wasted my time. I'm really glad to see that they fixed it. So next page, we have the house envelope screen. Nothing in here. It's pretty much the same as the other one, except you'll notice here under use code, they've added a tremendous amount of new installation amounts. So we have our 51 cellulose from the grant time, but now we have our 60 cellulose, and that's, I guess, just because houses are becoming more energy efficient, we're getting more insulation in the attics. We've now got some more drop downs. So lone cellulose. Doors, you'll notice, are different. Instead of polyurethane foam core doors, we now have steel medium density spray foam core. I believe it's essentially the same thing, but different name. It's a change. I thought I'd show you. Basement, same screen as last time. Heating system, same as last time. What I would suggest, I've noticed that in the release notes not to use the ventilation system, so I leave that blank now and finish, and we're into HOT2000. So the last thing I want to show you is HOT2000 help. HOT2000 help, there's a couple of ways to bring it out. This question mark out here does not bring you to the help menu. All it does is it gives you the version. So I am in build 2, or version 11.2, build 86. To get help, you either press F1. It says at the bottom to press F1, or you can go to help and help topics. And before you do that, you can also do it by, if you have put your cursor in the screen and you right click. Nope, that's not the right one. Let's try this one. Right click, and it brings you to the help screen of where you were at. So, let's enlarge this a little bit. This tells you about the screen you're just looking at and gives you some description of what you're interested in, what help you need. The HOT2000 help menu has been expanded tremendously. It's amazing, actually. It just gives you sort of a one step behind the scenes of the black box of HOT2000. It tells you why these calculations, how they're being calculated. It gives you instructions on how to model a house. But if you're an energy advisor, don't pay total attention to it because it's aimed at the general user, researchers and people in university and stuff like that. It's not the energy advisor modeling procedure. If you want the energy advisor modeling procedure, look at the HOT2000 user guide, version 15. If you model things the same way as they're in help, sometimes you will get in trouble with QA. So lots of new pictures. You'll see screenshots, color. It's great. It's got tons of information in. They've got here, you'll see house type. It gives you some description. You'll notice that sometimes you get words that are in color. If you click on them, you get the definition of that word. Sweet. Love this. So we got down here. Let me get out of this one. I'm going to go to where we can search. So help topics. There you go. So fully expandable. Let's just expand this out here. Index. We can search. Again, the same thing. It's got acknowledgements, whatever. So let me do a search for maps. Canadian weather maps. Now, instead of going to the manual, you can go and see your maps here. Now, you'll notice that they're all in here. You'll notice that they haven't been upgraded. So if you go down here, Ontario, this is where I am. If you go and you look and you say you're somewhere near Perth or, I don't know, somewhere in Hanover or whatever, if you're just off to the left here, are you in Muskoka territory? Are you Kingston territory? Are you in Ottawa territory? You actually don't really know because the maps kind of suck. It would be lovely to see much better maps, but I guess one step at a time. Maybe it'll come in the future. Who knows? So same crappy maps, but at least they're all here with the software. You don't have to look at them elsewhere. But the whole thing is searchable. I love the insert of the definitions. It's great. It's lovely to see this improvement. So I'm going to close that. So this is, I think, the conclusion of my thing on Preferences Wizard and the help menu. I'll be doing some other updates on the other features of HOT2000 and the requirements for the energy advisors. Please come back and see my other videos. If you have questions, my email's in the bottom, and please send me an email. Thank you.